Hey guys, welcome to Digit.in, and this is our first look at the Amazon Fire TV stick, which has launched in India for 3,999 rupees. And I have with me Anish, who's going to give us a quick walkthrough of how the stick actually functions. But before that, can you tell us about the availability? When and where is it available?
Right. So we announced the Fire TV stick in India today. The Fire TV stick is priced at rupees 3,999, and customers can buy it starting today on Amazon.in and at select Chroma and Reliance digital stores.
Okay. And once you buy the stick and when you plug it into an HDMI port of the television and once you connect it to the Wi-Fi, this screen is the first thing that you see, right?
Right. So customers who purchase it on Amazon.in will get the stick pre-registered to their Amazon ID. So they
So can you elaborate on what that means for the customer?
What that means for the customer is that they do not need to go through the step of actually putting in their Amazon ID and password. That work is already done for them when they buy it online on Amazon.in. And once you switch it on, it will say, "Hi, do you want to continue as, let's say, Anish?" Yeah,
Okay.
and you just click yes, and just go and continue connect to the Wi-Fi next, right? So
Is it possible for me to change the ID as well in the future?
yes, it's possible. You can choose no and register to another account as well.
Okay.
And you connect to the Wi-Fi, and once you do that, we ask customers, do they want to set up data monitoring? They can choose to set it up right out of the box, or they can choose to set it up later as well.
So can you show that to us?
Right.
Okay, so just to walk us through everything that you just said in the setting.
Um, this will pop up in in the out of box experience as well, or customers can come here and they can choose to set up data monitoring. When they set up data monitoring, they switch it on. One of the things that they can do is they can select the video quality in which they want to stream, and so there are three options: that's good, better, best, that's available. Then they can choose according to their liking.
Is there any way to judge the amount of data consumption based on the quality? Let's say good will consume 1 GB per hour, for example, or better will consume this much. Is there any such information? Like it's there on the app if you have the app on the phone or a tablet, similar settings out here?
Yeah, that's right. So we aren't putting a number to it, primarily because it depends on the coding that the video provider has used. It depends on whether there's Dolby sound and things like that. But there is significant difference. I think customers will see it as they're using it. So like I was saying, you can choose the video quality in which you want to stream. In this case, we have selected best. The next thing that customers can do is they can set data alert, right? So the customers have the choice to say, I do not want the Fire TV stick to consume, let's say, more than 25 GB in a month, right? So they can set that up. You go next, and it'll ask you what's the date on which your monthly internet cycle starts, because that's really what customers want to track to. Let's say in this case, it's the first day of every month, and you can just go next, and it'll just ask for your confirmation, and you will get notifications as a customer at 90% saying you have reached 90%, but the video won't stop. And at 100%, there will be a dialog box like this saying you've consumed 100%, and the video will stop, and customers can choose to continue or not. That's up to them.
Okay. So, is the viewing of Prime videos limited? Like, if I am watching on my tablet and let's say my spouse is watching it on the Fire TV stick, can I stream it on two devices at the same time? Content, different content. Like, she could be watching, let's say, Man in the High Castle on the television, and if I want to watch Bahubali, can I watch that on my tablet, or is it restricted on different sticks in the same house or on different devices in the same house? Or is there a limit to the number of screens you can
Customers
stream
can
on?
choose to. Customers can choose to watch.
Okay.
Like I was saying, once you set the data alert, what you can also do is against the limit. So now that I set it up for the first of the month, from the first of the month, how much data has been consumed, so they can always monitor that. Customers can also go to top data usage, and it will sort by the top 20 apps on the platform which are consuming data, and they can see which app is consuming how much data, so they can kind of manage their usage if they choose to, right?
Okay.
So that's the first step that customers can do out of box. The second option that will come to customers is if they want to set up parental controls or not, right? So again, you can choose to do it at the setup or later during settings. So when you choose to set up parental controls, essentially you have to set up a pin which is only known to you. Let's say in this case I choose a pin for parental control. I enter the pin again, and that enables parental control. right? Like the screen says, it will protect. You will require a pin once you set up parental controls to purchase any apps, to download any apps from the App Store, or to open any new apps. More importantly, all the content on Amazon Video is rated by maturity ratings. It's rated from family content to 18 plus, and you customers can choose to set the rating at their preferred location. So in this case, let's say you can set it up at teen, or you can switch it off, whichever way, and there are ratings from all 7 plus, 13 plus, 16 plus, and 18 plus. So depending on where your rating is, where your preference is set, you will need to enter a pin if you want to watch mature content. So we think, this is feedback that we've received from parents who are, want to, who are concerned about what their kids may be watching. So that's a way for them to put that in. For now, I'll go and switch. You can switch this off again, and to switch it off again, you need to enter the pin, right? Okay. So once customer choose to do these two steps or not, this is where they will land. This is the home screen of the Fire TV. What you see on the top is options to look for content, which is home, movies, TV shows, etc. And right below that is something called the feature rotator, right? So feature rotator is it's purely content forward, right? We allow customers to discover the new and the latest popular content available, and the feature rotator, has content both from Amazon Video and apps, right? So if they click on a feature rotator, it'll take them directly to the content or the app, as the case may be. And then just below that is the recent row. Recent is essentially the latest, what you've been watching recently, either from Amazon Video or the apps that you've been viewing recently. And just below that is your apps and games. These are the apps that customers have chosen to download, and they're likely to go and visit them again and again.
Okay. So one thing that we see in the apps is Ghana and Hotstar also, which require a subscription to be paid.
Right.
So even though the apps are here, is the paid content from those apps a part of the subscription you pay for Amazon, or I have to have a separate subscription
you
for
need
those?
to make a separate subscription for the premium content. However, a lot of the apps have a lot of free content as well. So it's purely led to the apps. I mean, whatever is the content that the apps choose to provide is free on the Fire TV as well, and whatever is premium content is free on the Fire TV as well.
Also, another feature which we will of course get to in detail a little ahead is voice search. Now, when I voice search for a television show, so just to give you an example, Hotstar has Modern Family. Right. So if I search for Modern Family, will it give me Hotstar search results or only Prime Video search results?
So it'll give you only Prime Video search results. Okay. However, you can also search for the app itself. So you could say Hotstar, and Hotstar app will come up. So for example, Hotstar, right? And the Hotstar will come up as a result, and you could search for the app, right? Similarly for Netflix or any of the other apps as well. Okay. Right. So if you click, if customers when they set up the device, click on an Amazon Prime Video title. In this case, this device is signed in with a Prime Video account, and if they do not already have a Prime membership, they have the option to start a 30-day Prime trial right off the device with one click. Okay. Right. So they can try it out 30 days. All the content is available. If they click on a title that they have been watching already, customers will see the resume button. They also have the option to watch the movie or the TV show from the beginning, watch a trailer, or add the show to the watch list as something they want to watch later. When you go to a title page, we put up a row of customers also watched. That's a recommendation basis what other customers have been watching, and then they can see who are the actors, directors, the metadata from the movie itself, right? Okay. In this case, let's say I go to Befikre, it's been watched a bit. If you click on resume, it'll start playing immediately, and at any point during the video, customers can choose the up arrow button, and they go into X-ray, and again they can see who are the actors. All of that data is available, who's in that scene, and things like that are available to customers, right? Like I said, voice search is a very big part of the content. We have both Hindi and English voice search in India, and you could say "Ae Dil Hai Mushkil" if that's the movie that you're looking for, and it'll immediately come up. "Ae Dil Hai Mushkil," one click, customers with their Prime membership can start watching the movie immediately. right? The last part is that there's a wide selection of content available on Fire TV. We not only have Prime Video, we also have a lot of the top OTT streaming apps from the country, and uh, we think customers have a wide variety of content to choose from on the Fire TV stick.
All right. One question is about support. So, how is the support system if I am facing an issue with the Fire TV stick? Is there a helpline, or can I go back to the offline retail store and express my grievance for a repair or replacement or something like
Right, right. So, customer service is something that we take very seriously. Customers have the choice to obviously go back to the store, or they have the option to make customer support contact them, and customer support will take care of any concerns that customers have or any queries that they may have while they're starting to use the device.
All right. Okay. Any other feature of the Fire Stick that you think
Right.
we need to see?
Right. I think the last bit that I'll leave you with is the fact that it's a very powerful stick. We have 1 gig, a quad-core processor, 1 gig of RAM, 8 GB of storage to download apps, and we have best-in-class MIMO Wi-Fi. It supports all the bands. So even if the access point in your home is away from the television, right, we think performance will not be affected, and it will work on for typical Indian home conditions. We have also invested in a bunch of technologies on the Fire TV stick. One of them is high efficiency video coding, which means that customers, even if they have relatively lower bandwidth speeds, they can still stream in HD and full HD. That's what HEVC, high efficiency video coding, allows. And we have invested in a technology called ASAP, which is advanced streaming and prediction, which is that the Fire TV stick learns basis what customers have added to their watch list or what they're watching. So it pre-caches the content so that with one click it immediately starts, right? So those are important use cases we think will make the experience of watching television on the Fire TV stick really impressive.
Okay. One more question. Since you said it has 8 GB of built-in storage, is there a possibility to expand the storage?
No, there isn't an extendable memory storage in this.
Okay.
Device, yeah.
So then, of course, the second question I have is a little redundant. Is the app gives you on your phone and tablets the ability to download
Right.
things for
So-
offline viewing? So
right.
that is something that won't be
That's not-
possible.
that's not there on the device. It's a streaming media stick, so you can stream on the device, right? And the last thing that I want to leave you with is we have a bunch of offers for customers. So Fire TV Prime customers, Fire TV customers who sign up for annual Prime membership get rupees 499, which is the inaugural price of Prime, back as Amazon Pay balance. We also have offers from Airtel, up to 100 GB of data free on Airtel broadband and on Airtel Home 4G Wi-Fi devices. We also have 240 GB of data from U broadband. In addition, we have content offers from Eros Now, from Ghana, unlimited streaming, and Voot.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So one last question is, if I have the Prime app, the Prime Video app installed on my iPad or
Right,
my
right.
Android smartphone or tablet, is there any way for me to use that tablet as a control device, or is the tablet smartphone app always going to be something separate?
No. So, first of all, if you're watching content on your Prime Video, we have something called Whisper Sync, which syncs what customers have been watching on their account, and you can resume from exactly the same point on the Fire TV stick as well. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's great. Anything else you think that we need to talk about?
I think, yeah, we've covered most of the main
right.
topics. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for this.
Thanks.